Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check, Patriot! Patriot!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trent Murphy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, that starts the ballgame.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So that'll back them up 5. Last year, the Dolphins were the second most penalized team in the NFL, nearly 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the left side, this is Stills. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A.J. Green, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. thrown here, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And out of the run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check three! Check three! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hold on! Over, 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 over! Over, 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 over! Hold on!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Garvin. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out come the Dolphins now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you've been overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he'll go on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got him And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No, check, Patriot! 44's Mike, check.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there, 96 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll run it on the toss. Hammer in for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flex round.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It fights through one man. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. There he goes inside the 30. It's caught, Stills, right side. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And that one results in 35 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
To Mixon on the check down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Leopard! Leopard!
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember
a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved. And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain of 32 that time. 2nd and 10 from the gun. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tannehill on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Tannehill on third down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shane Ray in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss. And it'll be fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Tannehill, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. They run forward and mix it, and they are going to stop him on fourth and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Mixon unable to find the goal line on fourth down, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Tannehill. And Stills bringing it in. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 20.
To the air again, Tannehill. And able to find Green. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the full. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Here's Murray for the extra point. Murray will tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Oakland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.